Okay, good. All right. So basically, these are the class rules just for the 2 students who just came for trial. Make sure your camera is turned on so I can see your faces and I know that you're actually in class and not somewhere else. Okay, mute yourself unless you're going to answer a question. Unless the background is quiet and it's fine, you can stay unmuted, okay? And then raise your hand, not physically, but use the reaction button so that you will come on stage on my screen so that I can see you. And then I'll call you and then you can answer questions, okay? And yes, so let's start today's lesson with a riddle. Here is my riddle for today. It's an ant riddle. Okay, so you can ask this to your friends or parents or anyone. Let me see if you can tell me the answer. It's an ant riddle because the answer to this question ends with ANT. Anyone knows? Anyone want to try?
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry,
it's on the screen. It's not on the screen. It's not on the screen. Thanks. Okay, here you go. Can you see my ant riddle now? Can you all see my ant riddle? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, can you guess? Okay, it's an ant riddle because the answer ends with ANT. So something that's really fast. What is it? Anyone want to try? I'll give you a clue. Instagram. The clue is Instagram.
Teacher, I don't use Instagram. Oh, Miss Nisha,
my name is Miss Nisha. Yes, it's okay. It's okay if you don't use it, but the clue is Instagram because of the word Instagram. Yes, Liana.
It's instant.
Very good. Give us our point. Okay. Oh, yeah. Basically, when you answer questions and you participate, give yourself points, as in write down at the end of the lesson. Total up how many points you have, and let me know, and I'll add it on Class Dojo. For the trial students, we only have to do it if you're joining the class. Okay. So, but for now, just take note of your points. So instant, very good.
Miss Nisha.
Yes.
I think I need to remind you to like add the points.
Yes. You can remind me later at the end of the lesson. I'll add it all together for last week's as well. Thank you, Yun Xuan. Eugene, is your camera not working or something? I can't hear you or see you, Eugene. So yes, the answer is instant. Instagram, Insta. Insta means something that happens immediately without delay. That's why it's called Instagram. Okay, you can post your picture immediately, right? So for example, instant, this word can be used as it can be used as an adjective, a describing word. It can also be used as a noun. Okay, adjective, a describing word. For example, this movie was an instant hit. Is describing the hit. Okay, describing the movie. The movie was an instant hit, means became really popular very quickly. Okay, for example, he became an instant celebrity, which means he immediately became a popular celebrity. Everybody knows who he is. Okay, that's an example of using instant as an adjective. Now, if you're using it as a noun, okay, you can start a composition with this phrase. For example, for an instant, comma, Yun Xuan was tempted to flee. For an instant, for a moment, okay, she was tempted to flee, means run away, okay? So that's using instant as a noun, okay, for an instant. Or for example, the pain disappeared in an instant, means it vanished in an instant. So that's using it as a noun. So you can use those 2 words. Now, I see someone raise their hand. Yes, Eugene, you want to say something? Your hand was raised. And again, I cannot see you or hear you. I think something is wrong with your camera. Are you saying something?
I can't on my camera.
Oh, okay. If you cannot on your camera, it's fine, but you can speak, so that's good. Okay, so just unmute yourself and speak. Okay, now let's look at today's lesson. Now, today, if you notice, there's vocabulary cloze. Vocabulary cloze is 5 questions, 5 marks. Okay, it's a cloze basically because it's a passage with 5 blanks, right? And then they give you cloze meaning synonyms. Same meaning of words, and you're going to pick the correct one. Grammar cloze is 10 questions, and it's 10 marks because each of them is 1 mark each. And then, of course, composition is 40 marks for PSLE, okay? And 20 marks for content, 21 for language, which I will explain later. Now, let's start with vocabulary cloze by choosing the color. Somebody who wants to choose my pen color? Anybody? My pen color. Anyone wants to choose my pen color? Nobody?
Red.
Okay. Who said red?
Me.
Who's me?
Oh,
okay, yes, okay. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
okay.
you. Okay, red. You mean this one, is it? Is it the red and the
actually
black?
any red. Actually,
Okay.
that looks nice, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this one is red and black. Okay, so let's use this color for vocabulary cloze. Now, the passage that you have for vocabulary cloze is the wrong passage. If you notice, right, the one that you all did for this lesson, for this week, was actually a repeated passage. Do you all realize? Did anyone actually realize that you have done it before? Liana shakes her head. Jorita shook her head. Yes,
Miss
it's a bit.
Nisha,
Yes.
this is the assignment.
Yeah, this is this week's one. This week's worksheet.
But I got another one.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Are you listening? I'm saying that the passage you all did was from week 3, right? The continual assessment. Yes, which I've already gone through. It's week 3's lesson. So the answers and my notes are, if you go back to your live tutorial, go back to past tutorial, click on week 3, you can download the class notes. You'll know all the answers. Okay, so I'm going to go through this one, which is the actual passage for this week. Yes, Jerkai?
I think we have not done this before.
Yes, I know you have not done. That's why I said the one on the portal is the week 3 one. So week 3 one was the one that I've actually gone through in week 3. If I don't think you were in the class, you haven't joined it yet. So this one is a new one. So let's try a new passage today, because week 3's one is a repeated passage. So here, Francis was in the pioneer batch of students in Stanford Secondary School. This school doesn't exist, by the way. It doesn't exist in Singapore, at least. Okay, that is Stanford Secondary School, which is an American school, but this one is not in Singapore, it's in US. So this is just a passage, it's fiction. Okay, pioneer. Can anyone tell me what do you think pioneer is? So vocabulary Cloze always test for synonyms. Synonyms means words with the same meaning, large, big. They are synonyms because they mean the same thing. They mean huge, right? So they are very close in meaning. You're supposed to choose the best meaning for that blank. Pioneer. Anyone wants to try? What's the answer for question 1? And Jerusha. Okay. Yes. Oh, I see Jerkai's hand up. Yes, Jerkai.
The first batch of students.
Very good. Yes, well done. Give yourself a point. Very, very good. Pioneer. Someone who is a pioneer. Pioneer is an adjective, by the way. So these words are all mostly used and most of the time used as a noun, not as an adjective. But the meanings here, first, pioneer means like you are the starting. Okay, you are the one, the first to explore, the first to use, the first to develop something. For example, Jerusha was the pioneer in the development of alternative healing method, which means she was the one who pioneered and invented, okay, new healing methods, okay, instead of traditional medicine. So pioneer is the one first, okay, so basically means first. Foundation is usually groundwork, right? Right, it's usually used for building, literally. Okay, I need to build a foundation, a solid foundation, so the building will stand. Okay, it can also mean figuratively, like for example, my foundation in English is not very good, which means I don't have a very strong foundation, so I can't do difficult questions. So foundation is basically the starting point, right? The starting point. Starting point. Now, what does premiere mean? Movie premiere. If you watch movies, you know what's a premiere, right? What's premiere? Anybody? Anyone? Premiere. By the way, batch means what? Batch. First group. Yes, I see Yun Xuan. Yes.
What?
You raise your hand?
Is it like VIP seat?
Like a premiere is like something you watch before it even becomes it's something you watch before it's released live, right? That's why that's a premiere. Something you see beforehand, before its actual release, official release. That's a premiere. Okay, what is leading? Anybody? This is the first performance or the first thing that you actually watch. Okay. So, yes, leading. Anyone? What's leading? Leading question means a question. Yes, Yin Chuan.
Leading doesn't mean like you're someone that show other people what to do and then you follow.
Yes, that's a leader, right? So leader does that. Yes. So leading means very important. Okay, or the most important, right? The leading experts. For example, if I say Yun Xuan is a leading expert on something, which means she's really, really good. She's an expert in something, okay? Shows she's very knowledgeable. She knows something really well. So a leading expert is an example. Okay, so here the answer is D. Good try. Next one. Number 2. Anybody who wants to try? I see a hand raised. Yes, X that.
C.
C, good try.
Actually, B. Sorry.
Yes, you are right. Okay. Can you tell me why? Why is it B?
Because when you are vocal, it usually means you are loud, and outspoken is around the same thing.
Yes, okay. Vocal is an adjective. Okay, adjective describe a noun, right? So who's she describing? She's describing Francis, right? He's vocal, right? So it's an adjective, vocal. Now, vocal means what he just said just now. So good. Give yourself 2 points, one for the answer and also one for explaining to me. So vocal is somebody who is very outspoken, right? Someone
Teacher,
who is
I'm
just
not in your. Oh, sorry, Miss Nisha, I'm not in your class dojo.
yeah, I know, but in case you
okay.
join, then I can add the points in the next
Oh,
lesson.
okay.
Yes, in case you
Understood.
so yeah, so vocal means someone who freely expresses their opinions. Okay, they're not shy, they don't hold back. So if I'm feeling that someone is annoying or someone is, irritating me, I'm just telling you, hey, that's really irritating, that's very annoying, and I'll say it to your face. I'm very direct. Okay, so that's what it means. Okay, so vocal is someone who expresses their opinions or feelings freely or loudly without any qualms. Outstanding means what? That's an outstanding performance. Means it is exceptionally good, right? Exceptionally good. Okay. Or it can also mean another meaning. There's 2 meanings. Okay. Much of the work is still outstanding, means a lot of my work I haven't done. So it's outstanding, okay, which means I'm not done. Or outstanding payment, I haven't paid the bills, for example. Yes, your hand is raised. What is it?
Does it mean like something that is like standing out from the other, unique?
Yes, very good. Yes, that's also exceptional. Okay, exceptionally good. So you're standing out. Yes, you get that point. So here, outspoken means very direct or forthright, sorry, which means the same thing. Okay. Okay, so you're very forthright about your opinion, means you're very direct. You don't hold back what you are feeling, you just say it. Okay. Verbal and oral, they are both referring to something that's spoken. Right? For example, paper 4 for PSLE is oral exam, right? It's oral communication, the testing on how your ability to read a passage and communicate using the stimulus, right? So 2 parts of it. So that's oral exam. So verbal, meaning use your mouth to speak. So that's what it means, okay? So here the answer is B, because outspoken is the same as vocal, someone who is very, who just shares their opinions without holding back. Now, I wanted to ask you something else. Anyone knows what's outgoing? If I say Yun Xuan is very outgoing, means what? Anyone? If I say someone is very outgoing, means they are very, very friendly. They are socially confident. They are an extrovert. Have you heard of the word extrovert and introvert? Extrovert means someone who loves to be around people. They love to talk to people, love to make new friends. An introvert rather spend their time alone reading a book or doing something by themselves. They don't like to be around people as much. That's an introvert. An extrovert is someone who is just socially very confident. Okay, yes. Your hand is raised, yes?
Introverts are not really talkative people.
Yes,
right?
they like to keep, yes,
Yeah.
they are not. And they do not like to mingle and make new friends. They like to be by themselves and they keep to themselves. Yes, really good. Yes, so that is what outgoing means. So let's look at number 3, thrust. Anyone can tell me what does thrust mean? These are all verbs, they are all action words. So we're going to look at the closest synonym to the word thrust. What does thrust mean? Anyone? No one? Thrust means to push suddenly or to shove something into your face, okay? Okay, or to show something in someone's face. Okay, so here what's the meaning? I mean, I already explained the meaning, so you should know the answer. Yes, Z, exact.
Jostle.
Is that the answer, or you're asking the meaning?
See.
Oh, you see the answer. Good try. The answer is not C. Yes, Jerusha.
Okay.
But give us a point for trying. Yes, Jerusha.
D.
D. Yes, very good. Okay, because I just said right, push suddenly, right? So Francis was pushed into many leadership roles. Now, what does jostled mean? Jostle means, like, for example, he jostled his way through the crowd. Means to elbow and push someone. Using your elbows, right? You push your way through the crowd. So you're jostling. So you're using your elbow, or you're basically pushing and bumping against someone. Okay, so you can go through a crowd. So it's usually used with the crowd. So he jostled his way through the crowd. So it basically means, it means to push, right? It means to elbow, but he's not used like this. Okay, it's you jostle his way into something. Okay. So it still means push, right? It's just not the correct synonym. Now, what is plunged? Plunged means to jump or dive, right? Without thinking, right? So for example, wait, let me move this. So for example, I plunged into the sea. so I just jumped into the sea. Okay, so that's what it means. Or okay, it can also mean, yeah, you're very energetic. You just love something. You really want to just dive